What if I said to you, hey, there's a team in college football who has a top 3 returning quarterback and a top 3 returning running back, and I don't think they're going to be very good this season? What would you say to that? You'd say you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know ball. You don't know anything about the sport of college football. And I'd say, no, I know everything about the sport of college football. There's no bad blood between me and Ole Miss, but they are coming off of an incredible season, a season that they have never had before. And LSU comes in and steals your head coach Lane Kiffin, and Pete Golding comes in and just rides the coattails of having your back against the wall, having your coach saying, you guys aren't good enough for me, I'm going to the bayou. And he wins a couple games in the playoff. I still think Ole Miss is going to be really fun to watch, and I think they're going to be really competitive. But when you go from having a head coach like Lane Kiffin, who has experience pouring out of his pores, and then you go to a guy like Pete Golding, who, to be honest, he could be a really good coach, and I just have no idea. But I think he's a slightly above average defensive coordinator. He's not a guy like Dan Lanning, who was really, really good at Georgia and got the job at Oregon. He wasn't like Kirby Smart, who was a great DC at Bama and got the job at Georgia, or plenty of other instances where a guy is a really phenomenal coordinator, he gets a head coaching job, and he just is really, really good out of the gate. I'm not saying Ole Miss is going to be bad. I'm really not. I think they're going to be fine. But when it comes to being in the playoff again, I don't think that's going to happen this season. There's just so much more on your plate as a head coach during the entire regular season. Not even talking on the field, but guys get in trouble, guys break curfew, that stuff falls on you. You have to make those decisions. It's not, as the DC anymore, you can't say, hey, go to head coach, he's going to deal with that. No, you are the guy dealing with that. Is that going to take away from the time you have with schematics and your defense and recruiting, all these things? But on the field, I just don't think they're going to live up to the billing of making the playoff like people have them this season. But I still think they're going to be one of the more fun teams to watch. I just think Ole Miss is in for a little bit of a rude awakening this season when it comes to first-time head coach Pete Golding.